West Kingston, here at Council 1, let us welcome Mrs. Portland, the one and only, and Marie Vaz, Aston, and Labor rights, keep the welcome and the vibe going because we're welcoming Minister of State in the Ministry of Tourism, Senator Delano Seabright. Let's welcome him and let him understand that North Central St. Andrew is welcome right here in West Kingston. Labor rights, first up to speak with us at this meeting is a councillor, a strong councillor of up in the hills of St. Andrew. He hails from the constituency of West Rural St. Andrew. The division is called Lawrence Tavern. I speak of none other than Councillor John Myers. Labor right! Labor right! Labor right! Today is a special day in West Kingston. Today I'm here to support the Minister of Local Government, the Honorable Desmond Mackenzie, Constituency Conference. Tasha Swap is here from Stone Hill Division, and we are all here to support this conference. The Jamaica Labour Party have done so much for this country. We shouldn't have to run up and down, but because of the work of the Jamaica Labour Party under the leadership of Andrew Warnes, we are going to give them a backsliding third term.
Shout, 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 shout.
We have done so much in the rural area, and I know that we are going to get school bus in Lawrence Tavern. We know from the minister that we are going to get school bus from Border to Halfway Tree. Thanks to the minister, Darrell Vaz, and the Jamaica Labour Party. Labour right, we have nothing to have shame of. We must come out now and attack the PMP. Don't play dead. We must take them on. Take them on and make them know, say, we are do things, not a bag of mouth. Labour right, we have the ammunition. We have the ammunition. We must use it up. We have the mouth and we do things. Things are going in the division. Things are going in the constituency. But we must know, Labour right, to do the right thing. Vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. God bless you. Thank you. Labour rights, at this meeting you will be getting information. So you are armed with credible information so you can go back to your communities to share the good news of the Jamaica Labour Party government. As we continue from the platform, we are going to call on Councillor from the Tivoli Division. Councillor Donovan Samuels will bring a word.
Some man a general, if we get to youth, man a godfather, man a general. Them for no.
Shout, 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 shout.
Show Labour rights.
Labour rights.
Labour rights. Very good afternoon to you all.
And before I start, I need to acknowledge the absence of the Denham Town Councillor who passed last year. He would have been glad to be here, but this is how it is. So I'm just acknowledging that he's not here. All right, labor rights. Out there, you know, there's another party out there competing to become government. Now, this party is a party that has always disappointed us. The Labour Party, after independence in the 1960s, took government to a level where everybody could see that there's a future. In the 1970s, the other party came to power and it was a disaster. They destroyed the country. We took it back in the 1980s, and in the 1980s, things started to move again. And unfortunately, we lost that election in 89 and the PNP came back to power. Now we are here after the PNP, and we are doing wonderful work. Over the past 9 years, the government of Andrew Holness has been performing so well, they can't find anything to criticize us about. What we have coming out of them are lies and more lies. Whatever is done, they criticize it and tell lies that it is not so. But labor rights, we have the ammunition. We have the arguments to give them. We have seen the development over the last 9 years. We have seen the roads that are being built. We have seen the health sector getting better. We have seen the government of the Labour Party providing services for the people of this country that was never there before. So there's no reason for you to listen to some of the lies that they're saying. They are good spin doctors. Nearly all of them was trained in Cuba, where they learn how to manipulate people, and they come to the platform and they try to manipulate your minds. Don't listen to a word they say. Listen to the message of the Jamaica Labour Party, a message of prosperity. We have been prospering in this country over the last 9 years more than any other in the history of this country. So there's no need at all for us to listen to what any of them has to say. Pure lies. The Jamaica Labour Party has your interest at heart. The Jamaica Labour Party knows what is good for the country, and we are pursuing it. So, you, the supporters of our party, don't be daunted. You come out, you get out every single voter on election day and ensure that that vote is cast from early. Labor rights, sure.
Labour Party a big up Jamaica. We ever want to Jamaica. We not run like Jamaica.
We just need to look at what is happening in the country. We have everything going for us. We cannot let them turn us back. Thank you very much.
Labour Party a big up Jamaica. We ever want to Jamaica.
All right, so you hear the message coming out of the Tivoli division. Ladies and gentlemen, 4136 JV, you are blocking. You are blocking. All right, so we are in West Kingston, and we want to keep the momentum going. So, labor rights, you know we only have 3 constituents in the parish of Kingston. So now we are going to hear from the history-making member of parliament, the impact boss himself. I speak of none other than the neighboring constituents, the MP for Central Kingston, Donovan, Impact Williams.
We're not really worrying about because we don't worry about
some other party we are keep soon like car. But you see I want to get a bassa. I'm here spring at moments when I van with it. From Uniqlo and I grow and I wanna say him, I call it for him.
Shout, 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 shout.
With them as a Central Kingston getting shot. Some other side the teacher and some flap than a van no believe in that. If they say go marathon, we go lock all up. Show a boss, he make it impact. Then I van up for them, you see a chat, the man nobody.
Yes, so prosperity start.
Can't lose when I win in a yard.
Jamaica.
Pull up. Good evening, laborers. West Kingston, Central Kingston, East Portland. Big up action and want to acknowledge your MP, West Kingston MP, Minister Mackenzie. I just told him that this place is too small, you know. Next time he needs to have a bigger space. What do you say? Outside room! People can't get in. Want to acknowledge the presence of my good friend Delano Seavright. Yes, Delano had gone. Minister Charles and the Clarendon posse. So, where is Asa Feder around the place, you know? Delroy Williams should be around. Want to acknowledge the Central Clarendon MP to be my brother, One Feder. No, you must have heard about the upper house in Parliament, which is called the Senate. And we have the Honorable, who we have with us? Shireen Golding Figaro. Yes, and John was quarreling with me a while ago that I didn't invite him on our Central Kingston Walk Wednesday this month. So I told him I didn't want to take him away from his duties up in the hills, West Rural. No. I want to bring you greetings from Central Kingston. We have a good representation here. Let me hear the Almontown family. Yes. Let me hear the Southside posse. We're enough in this, man. We're enough, you know. We're in the place in this, man. We're enough. Yes, we are here to support our neighboring constituency. That want you to know that Central Kingston is doing well. Central Kingston is fine. You know, I hear a little man up the other day up by Papine Square. I think he was speaking at Papine Square. And he was ticking off seats and telling which seats gone and which seats gone and which seats I'm putting in their column and ticking off seats. But I want to tell them in 2020 they were ticking off seats too. Let me warn him. Don't count your chickens before them hot.
Step out and clean, we are beat them bad. From head to toe, we are beat them bad.
Yeah, man, him ticking off. Him ticking off. But make me say something. No amount of curry chicken back can't stop Central Kingston. No amount of chicken back can't turn us back. They must come better than that. Yeah, man, they got a shocker in 2020. And they're going to get it again. Surely right?
Shout, 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 shout.
Why do I say that? Major crimes are down in Central Kingston. People are moving about peacefully and sleeping well at night. People are opening up their shops. Businesses are striving. Yeah, man, our community is nice. Central Kingston, nice. Yeah, man, we don't need no more love train. We have our own love train. What do you say? Our housing infrastructure is improving. People are fixing up their place in Central Kingston with the assistance of our building grants. This government has done a lot for housing for the people of Jamaica and Central Kingston. And say, shower labor rights to that. More people are working. I see more people coming out of the constituency going to work. Unemployment is down. The constituency is cleaner than ever before. We still have a little niggling here and there. Yes. But Central Kingston is cleaner. One time you drive on East Queen Street and you drive to South Camp Road, it's pure garbage. That's a thing of the past. Central Kingston is striving. Our children are doing well over there. At school, our pep results are up. Well, people, them a learn. You know, one of the striking things about Central Kingston is that investors are flocking the constituency. If you drive along South Camp Road, you see that big building going up, one 12-story building in Central Kingston. Yes, it's going to provide jobs for Central Kingston people. And guess what? Just last week, NEPA has granted a permit to Price Smart to build a new Price Smart along South Camp Road.
History we making out. History we making out here. You're bumping yourself, dry your face for the tears. Bucking your belt, tie your lace for the fears.
I'm coming down now. I don't want Desmond to run me down. Take me off. But I have to tell you, Desmond, people are investing in Central Kingston. So when them come and talk about them a tick off Central Kingston, but it a go return to return where? Come on, man. Return where? West Kingston, don't fret. We're coming home with you. Show labor rights.
Can't run, them can't hide, them can't do what they labor right. I go mash them up, yeah. Labor right, why mash them up? Whoa.
Shout, 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 shout.
Them can't hide, them can't do what they get.
Show our labor rights. Show our labor rights. All right, so you hear the achievements and you hear the developments. You hear the impact that is happening there. All right. So right now, we are going to, we here for Central Kingston, we're going to travel east. And we're going all the way over to Portland. Mrs. Portland herself. Action on! Labor rights, welcome to the podium. Action on from Eastern Portland.
I've been held in your hand from the moment that I wake up till I lay my head. I will sing of the goodness. West Kingston!
Labor right.
West Kingston, I bring you greetings from my East Portland family. I want to say something because you must always ensure you remember the past. Don't stay in it, but you learn from it. And I have to once again thank Area Council 1 for the work that they did in East Portland in the by-election. So that I can be standing here today. You have a member of parliament, Minister Desmond McKenzie, who is one of the best representatives and the best minister this country has ever seen. Minister McKenzie cares for the poor. You have others who talk that them love the poor. You know what I know? when you love something, you want more of it, right? So them love the poor. So what them do is keep the poor and add more to the poor rate so that they can have them to love. This government with Minister Mackenzie, we don't dump our poor people, pack them up in a truck and carry them and dump them. We don't put chains around their necks. We don't put placards in their hands and embarrass them in front of the nation. You know what Minister Mackenzie do? Build drop-in center. The drop-in center in Portland is finished and ready to be open. When the drop-in center was being built in Portland, before we told them what it was about on his last visit down to Portland. And by the way, I love Portland, you see. People thought it was a high-end villa rental that was going up the way the place, pretty and nice. Male ward, female ward. Minister Mackenzie cares about the poor. In the infirmary in Portland, he built up 2 complete new wards. 1 male and 1 female. The Poor Relief Center is fully staffed and working for the people in East Portland. That is how you care about the poor. Let me tell you something, my Jamaican family. Everything was all right with me. And the moment I took it upon myself to represent the people of East Portland, the hatred and the bile that was thrown at me was unbelievable. Because when they can't beat you on performance, they tear down your character. And I want to say something to you. Every girl and every boy, every man and every woman that is listening to me here tonight, I want you to listen good. When you have a dream, and you're taking the steps to make your dream come true, and the bad mind them come around you, run them. Run them. Don't let them affect you. Be like me. Take on the job. Beat them once, beat them twice, and I will be beating them for the 3rd term. Everybody who try to make this country better, whether you come from the private sector or you enter the public sector, they tear on your character. Bad mind cannot prosper. The little school bus that we brought to Portland to make people, country people, have a bus system, them bad mind it till them can't bad mind it no more. What that bus has led to a national rural bus system for our Jamaican children. What kind of people, bad mind children, going to school safe? How you can stand up and instead of trying to figure out how you can help to make this work for the children who are the future of this country, how you bad mind it? What kind of people? We're not going back to them. Let me tell you something. If I stand up here, it would take half an hour for me to tell you what this government has done after 32 years of lack in East Portland. We have an urban center that is under construction right now. We have the South Coast Highway. We have the bypass that just announced. We have water where water never was. And we have a lovely drop-in center. And roads, community roads, we have development, tourism, cruise ship coming back. Portland, because of this government, is seeing prosperity. I have one thing, only one thing to say that to that leader of the opposition. You're walking around and you're talking, the last talk I hear you make is that when you become prime minister, first of all, that will never happen. So you can stop right there, so. When you become prime minister, you're going to make beach free, access free. Well, I am calling on you tonight. Your council caretaker in Fellowship Division, your junior shadow spokesperson on culture, have Boston Beach under wraps, gotten from the PNP for 9 years. We want Boston Beach. We want you to take him off the beach. The man take the government to court to stay on the beach while you with your hypocrite self are talk about free beach access. Labor rights. Let me tell you something. We have the lowest crime rate in history. And repeat after me, we're not going back. We have the lowest unemployment rate in Jamaica. We're not going back. We have had no new taxes for over 9 years. We're not going back. We have had the lowest mortgage rate in the history of this country. We're not going back. Social housing, we're not going back without that program. Water in a pipe, no, we're not going back to those days of thirst. Social programs benefiting the poor, we're not going back. We're not going back abroad to beg nobody nothing for take care of our business. We're not going back. We're not going back. Labor rights. We're going to choose Jamaica, and we're going to choose Jamaica, and we're going to choose Jamaica. We have the best leader, the best prime minister the Caribbean and the world has ever seen. Jamaica has become a model for other countries to follow. My leader, performance over propaganda. My leader, Banya. The last time I checked my birth certificate, I'm on Banya. Up to now, the man cannot show the paper, say him renounce him citizenship to another country. We're not going back, labor rights. If it's before all of your eyes to see. They can't badmine us out of this one. The leader stand up and talk, and when him come off, all him do a cuss. Me want to know if cuss can put water in a pipe. Them love to talk about how you speak and what you do. Well, me have to tell you before me go, beautiful speaking. Can't pay your supermarket bill. Beautiful speaking, can't build road. Beautiful speaking, can't put water in a pipe. Beautiful speaking, can't send your picnic to school. Action and the Jamaica.
Labor rights! Labor rights! Let's welcome the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade. The leader of government business in the Senate, Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith. Labor rights, you'd have heard it. Action to that. Action to that. No beautiful speaking. Action to that. So the government of Jamaica, the Jamaica Labour Party government, is making it very clear. Action, not a bag of mouth. All right. Labor rights, We are now going to go into the upper house. We are going to go in the upper house. And we are now going to hear from Senator Shireen Golding Hammer. When you talk about a lineage, when you talk about a Jamaica Labour Party lineage, you're talking about Shireen. So let her feel welcome. Senator Shireen Golding Hammer.
Give me everything. So me nah lose my sanity for vanity, no frightened for anything. So you can't use no go forget me.
West Kingston. Hold on, you in the room? West Kingston! Chairman Brown, thank you. Deputy Leader, Honorable Desmond Mackenzie, thank you for this invitation to come back to a place I haven't been for a long time and looking for some of the old faces. Ministers, senators, councillors, Area Council 1 and West Kingston, party workers, where are you? Load up yourself.
Shout, 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 shout.
The good people of the constituency of Kingston Western, a constituency that has stood strong for generations, producing leaders who love and serve the Jamaican people. Good evening to everyone. It's great to be here. This is indeed the heart and the soul of the Jamaica Labour Party. I have a confession to make, though. I'm kind of nervous. Because, you know, I am not the most eloquent platform speaker. So I tend to shy away from coming on the political platform. So if you will allow me, I am going to be myself, and I'm going to talk to you briefly about some serious matters. West Kingston, we are approaching one of the most important elections in recent history. Why do I say that? All elections are important, but this one coming up is of special significance because this is the first time in our history that Jamaicans are being asked to vote not on personality, not on pretty looks, not on promises, but on real, hardcore, demonstrable performance. Since entering office in 2016, our Prime Minister and Party Leader, Andrew Holness, and his administration have put down some work in this country, the likes of which certainly I have never seen in my lifetime. And I know you think I look young, but I passed the half-century mark. And I want to use this analogy. Jamaica is a house. It's a home. Jamaica's home was crippled with debt. Everywhere you look, we owed money. And we owed more money. And we owed more money than even we earned. We are now coming from over 120% debt to GDP. What I mean by that? It means that we used to owe so much more than we were taking in. We're below 70% today. Andrew Holness and his administration did that. But I want to debunk a little thing because they have it to say that when you talk about debt to GDP, that it don't matter to people. People don't understand what you're saying. And I really get very offended by that because I have met labor rights and Jamaicans from across the length and breadth of this country. And none of no dance. You understand and know what it means when you owe money and can't pay the bills. And when you take up your salary at weekend time, it can't cover the basics because you have to pay the debt man first. And what you have leave over can't stretch a supermarket, can't stretch to send the school picnic them to school, can't stretch to tidy up the place and put food on the table. So I reject that. I reject that. Jamaican people know very well what it means to be in a country now where the administration has so responsibly managed the affairs of this country that we now earn more than we owe. So, I'm talking now to the wider Jamaica. Why does the Jamaica Labour Party deserve your vote for a third term? Let's look at what the JLP has done. Not just talked about, but actually delivered. I talked to you about the debt to GDP ratio coming down, the economic stability that we have managed so well. Anybody remember COVID? Let me tell you something. I'm in an international group of about 80-odd people I went to school with in England years ago, representing about 70 countries. If you ever know how me used to show off in that group about how my prime minister was managing the COVID pandemic, my friend them never seen nothing like that in some of them big country. When you look at our infrastructure and our development, we are building up communities from roads and highway systems to what Minister Samuda is doing, putting water into pipes that never had none and putting pipes where there were none before. These are some of the tangible things. When you look, and for me, this is the biggest one. Heart Trust NTA. When Prime Minister announced 2 years ago, say heart programs were free to the associate's degree level, me say me get goosebumps in a parliament. The next morning, me go to my office, and my lowest level employee calling. She said, Mrs. Golden Campbell, can't come to work this morning. I'm going to King Street for go register for heart. And me write it, give Prime Minister. Me say, Prime Minister, this is how you affect our lives every day. Don't listen to them. The last one I'm going to tell you, because there's a whole lot more to say, but I can't take up the space. Bigger people there than me. Crime and national security. You remember when Prime Minister talked about we're going to be able to sleep with our doors and windows open? And the man them ridicule him, laugh after him, talk about what foolish is him talking. I tell you the God truth still, Me did kind of doubt him myself. Because I had lived for so long on the high murder rate. I had lived for so long scooping up my picnic them, never making them go outside, never making them go anywhere without me because I did so afraid. Well, hello, please. Them can't go road now. Yeah. My big boy take bus the other day, go on Macook, spend go look for him friend, and he go without me. I'm worried because the murder rate cut in nearly half. And more than half in some places. That is the demonstrable work of the Jamaica Labour Party government. And the last thing I'm going to touch before I leave here, because West Kingston, when we talk about choose Jamaica, it's not about promises. It's not about mouth and a bag of talk. It's about choosing the pathway to sustained development. What that means? It means say you plan and you fix the foundation. Anybody ever put up a house and build the roof first? Or the foundation you put on first. And that is what Prime Minister did when he fixed the fiscal framework of this country, allowing us to have the money to spend on the resources that we needed to retool the police force, to improve the technology of the police force, to ensure that the police force had what they needed to climb over the monster of crime. And it is happening. Well, what is the PNP offering? I asked this question in the Senate on Friday. And I said to them that as I was sitting listening to them debate, they prayed their last in the bill. And I ran through my mind from 1990 to 2006. I could not think of one industry in Jamaica that they had improved, that they had grown, and that was sustained. And I told them that the only thing I could remember was Roger Clark rice field. Wait there now. They have no clear plan. They are not a serious leadership. They are what you call ray-ray. No substance. They have no record of success when they hold the reins of government. Whether it is the 70s or it is the 90s, every time them come in, we have to come back and go back to fix what they mash up before we can start to take off. We spent the last 2 terms doing that. It's take off time now. So let me tell you something. Don't play around. Don't play around with your children's future. I saw some little youngsters in here, some gorgeous looking youngsters in here. I am sure mommy, daddy, or grandma is with them around the place. Do not gamble with their future. We have to continue the work we have done. We have to ensure that now that we have stabilized this country, that the specific and targeted initiatives that you will feel every day in your homes can be implemented. It couldn't happen without money. So labor rights. I'm asking each and every one of you, when the Prime Minister exercises his discretionary powers, the fancy word I like to use for when him ring the bell, don't stay home. Don't stay home on election day. Do not let the PNP sneak in because you cannot bother. Talk to your family and friends in other constituency. Tell them why the Jamaica Labour Party deserves another term. Help somebody to get to the polls. Every single vote counts. Remind them what the JLP has done. And remind them, because sometimes we forget what the PNP failed to do. Talk to them about the next phase that our Prime Minister and our party leader is embarking on to pivot this country to growth. He has laid the groundwork. He has performed credibly. This is West Kingston, the heart and the soul of the Jamaica Labour Party. Let us show Jamaica what progress and purpose look like. Choose Jamaica by encouraging our people from the length and breadth of Jamaica, from Morant Point to Negril Point, to vote for the administration that has performed, not a bag of mouth. The administration that has laid out the plans to continue to build and develop this country and to provide opportunities for all of us. This election, labor rights, is about moving forward with real leadership for all our people. Kingston Western, thank you for having me. My countrymen, choose Jamaica. Thank you. God bless you.
Labor rights, labor rights, sound message. And then she said she nervous. Then she said she nervous. Senator, performance over propaganda. So we get another message as to the reason why we say choose Jamaica. Labor rights, while Senator was speaking, we had some entrance to the platform. So let's hear we welcome Senator Abka Fitzenley, who joined us on the platform. Let's welcome Senator Marlon Morgan, who joined us on the platform. Let's welcome the caretaker from St. Andrew Western, Corey Dunkley, who joined us on the platform. Labor rights, we continue the message because there's a lot of good news. So at this point, we're going to go not so far from here. We're going to go up in the vicinity of Red Hills Road and Norbrook and that area. And that area we can call it not Central St. Andrew. Senator, he is a Minister of State in the Ministry of Tourism. I speak of no other than Senator Delano Steve Wright.
One song, you know what going on Delano, one Susan, one Lee Clark, one Sammy. Whole common in the Parkland, Whitehall, Lady Huggins, Fagan Avenue. Cassava Peace, call some more than North Central. Miss we pull up on whole country a spark. Empty barrel attack. Send for the boss fast. Flick a car.
Labor rights. Labor rights. Labor rights. The salutation protocols have been properly established, labor rights. Big welcome on behalf of the people of North Central St. Andrew to you, the people of West Kingston and beyond. Shower labor rights.
Shout, 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 shout.
Big welcome on behalf too of the Honorable Kasamuda, who has given blood, sweat and tears to this country in the interest of growth and development. Say shower labor rights. And importantly, we have to acknowledge the great work of the Honorable Desmond Mackenzie, who is a mentor to many of us young people. And him teach us the politics in a rough way. But we learn and we have grown and we have developed. Say shower labor rights.
Labor rights.
We are happy to be here in West Kingston because this is the bedrock of the Jamaica Labour Party. The Honorable Alexander Bustamante, West Kingston. The Honorable Eulas Ashera, West Kingston. The Most Honorable Edward Philip George Siaga. The Honorable Bruce Golden. And now we have the Honorable Desmond Mackenzie, who will go down in history as the most successful local government minister this country has ever seen. Such our labor rights. But not only that, when you look at West Kingston, and I know Babsy Grange is on her way, right, Minister? And I know she's a big believer in culture, and so is the Honorable Desmond Mackenzie. And you look at the success of the Tivoli dance troupe. 18 gold medals, 17 national awards last year alone. But beyond that, 3,257 gold medals in cultural competitions in this country since it started in 1974. Sexual labor rights. And since 2016, Desmond Mackenzie has achieved what no other minister of local government has ever given oversight to. 37,000 applications through the parish council system, bringing $1.7 trillion in investments to this country, creating over 700,000 jobs, says Shower Labor Rights. But not only that, in 2024, as the Most Honorable Andrew Michael Holness have sought to grow strategically this country and develop this country properly, we have seen an over 100% increase in industrial sector applications through the parish council system. So that is factories and industrial parks, logistics centers, warehousing, and so on. That's the development that the most honorable Andrew Michael Holness and the leadership of Desmond Mackenzie is bringing to the people of Jamaica. Say, show our labor rights. And when you look at the success of the Jamaica Fire Brigade, which is under Minister Mackenzie's leadership, I believe $5.5 billion have been expended in the development of the Jamaica Fire Brigade under this administration since 2016. The other man them before, I think, is about $600 million them spend. And that shows to you why we must choose Jamaica, because we must choose what is in the best interest of the people of Jamaica. But even look at the garbage truck situation. And I remember for many years, people complain about just how bad garbage collection is across the city of Kingston and all across Jamaica. And this man has overseen over 100 new garbage trucks delivered and working across this country. That is leadership. And what is to come as we choose Jamaica? 22,800 new street lights to be installed over the next 2 years. So you can't give up this country to chaka chaka. This country must be led by people who have a proven track record of performance and a proven track record of leadership and vision. And that is what we are seeing. And that is just one sector alone. That's just local government. But beyond that, and a lot of people don't know this, Minister Mackenzie has overseen the largest summer employment program in the Caribbean since 2017. 50,000 young people benefiting from summer employment, the largest of its kind in the Caribbean. So this, my friends, is an administration of achievement. And what has happened is that that achievement has spilled over everywhere in our country, here and overseas. The private sector is following suit. My friend Donovan Williams said, Price Smart is coming right here next door to Central Kingston. Price Smart. And a lot of you buy and sell goods and know the importance of a Price Smart to any part of Jamaica's economy. So you have to come up by me and do it and forget your stuff. For Riddles Road, you can now go to South Camp Road. And beyond that, labor rights and my fellow Jamaicans, Price Smart is going to Montego Bay too. Right by Iron Shore. That is a country that is developing. I saw in the news just the other day, Senator Johnson Smith, Supreme Ventures Limited, said we want to invest 16 billion Jamaican dollars with a B in Caymanas Park. Hundreds of new jobs and a lot of new developments. I see Wisynco in the news just last week again, saying they want to open a brewery so they can do beer and other things. Millions of dollars and hundreds of new jobs. Yes. And Andrew Michael Holness, Senator Fitzhenley, as you know. The Spark program, I mean, the man is cutting a ribbon every day. I don't know where he find the energy. 680 roads under phase 1 of the Spark program. Never have we seen so many roads in this country being fixed. Give credit where credit is due. This government is performing. They know me as a perennial hymn. I gotta give everybody 20 grand each or something, or 50,000 people 20 grand each. I don't know. But I have never seen a government give away so much money to the people of Jamaica. And when Shireen Golden is telling you that between 1990 and 2006, she's trying to remember one major thing them do in agriculture, it's because they have not done anything. And what we have done is develop an economy and develop a society and a government that gives back to you, the people, and put the money back in your pocket, the people of Jamaica. So as we grow, development everywhere. Bank of Jamaica, I believe, is building a multi-story tower right here on the waterfront. More jobs. Garmex Free Zone, Prime Minister cut a ribbon there. I think, 3,000 jobs, Marlon, going to come to the Garmex Free Zone. I was in Spanish Town the other day. Who would have known? And Babsy was proud of this, to see a whole Ariguanabo factory. I never know about them place there. 400,000 plus square feet invested in by private sector. Already 2,500 jobs in there and another 2,000 plus jobs are coming. That is the leadership of Andrew Michael Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party. And as we go on and on, we can go on and on. There are a lot of speakers here. But you see developments with our airports. You see our developments with our roads. You see developments with our schools. All them attack with the hospitals. More development than ever. The farms, the police, street lights, everything.
Labour rights, let us make welcome the Honorable Olivia Babsy Grange. Central St. Catherine is in the house. Labour rights, here we have the Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sports. No stranger to West Kingston. Labour rights, let her feel welcome. The Honorable Olivia Babsy Grange.
Labour rights give a warm shower welcome to the Culture, Gender and Sports boss, Olivia Babsy Grange. So Labour rights, no government is perfect. No government. But what we know we must do is that we must reject kias. We must reject incompetence. And we must reject gossip. Because what we must accept is that we have with us a government that has performed and that continues to perform like no other government before. And what we are achieving, my friends, is more than many other countries in the Caribbean. When you look at a certain neighbor of ours, them have to go back to the IMF to sort out them economy. When you look at another big country in the Caribbean, you can't get no US dollar, you can't get no Canadian dollar, you can't get no British pound. What it shows is that we are a government that is focused on development and performance and a vision for development. So as we hand over, we say, Jamaica Labour Party, 1 North Central St. Andrew, 1 Central St. Catherine, 1 Babsy Grange, 1 Desmond Mackenzie, 1 West Kingston, 1 Central Kingston, and 1 Jamaica Labour Party. Shower Labour rights.
Shower Labour rights. 1 Jamaica Labour Party, never 2. Labour rights. We continue to hear from the platform the good news of the Jamaica Labour Party government. Many things to report. And now, as we talk about news, we're going to hear from the breaking news boss, Senator Abka Fitz-Henley. Labour rights, make him feel welcome.
Representing for Abka, usually I'm indecisive, but when Abka break the news, I'm sure. Yeah.
Shower Labour rights. Shower Labour rights. I want to say a special big up to the good people of West Kingston. West Kingston hold the fort on behalf of the Jamaica Labour Party. Every time a general election is on the way and the other side in power, them take a set on the people of West Kingston. I want to commend you, the people of West Kingston, who lawfully hold the order on behalf of the Jamaica Labour Party. Before I begin the substance of the presentation, because I'm going to make it quick and fast, I want to salute 2 members of the platform in particular, a son and daughter of Western Kingston, the Honorable Desmond Mackenzie, the greatest local government minister known to independent Jamaica, and the Honorable Olivia Babs the Grange, a daughter of Western Kingston, the greatest culture minister known to independent Jamaica. And I regard Babs the Grange and Desmond Mackenzie as political mentors. And I see them as two people who Jamaica can be proud of. Two people who come from nothing to something, occupy the highest offices in the land, and they don't forget where they're coming from. Every single day, they work towards uplifting the interests of poor people in Jamaica. I want you to big up Babs the Grange and Desmond Mackenzie. As I say, I'm going to keep it quick and fast. I'm a relatively young man. I was born in January of 1989. 1 month after I was born, the greatest institution builder known to independent Jamaica, Edward Philip George Siaga, handed over power to the other side. And it is very clear to me that PNP mash up Jamaica, the Jamaica Labour Party, build up Jamaica, and look out for the interests of poor people in Jamaica. And why do I say so? Under the PNP, the poverty rate was at 27%. I never know that I would live to see poverty rate in Jamaica come down to single digits under the government of Prime Minister Andrew Holness. Under PNP, the unemployment rate was double digits, a high of 16.5%, because they don't understand how to run a country. They don't understand how to govern a market economy. I didn't know, as a young man growing up in the 1990s, that I would live to see the unemployment rate come down to below 4%. It is the government of Andrew Michael Holness who do that, because we understand how to govern a country where people benefit, including the poor and the dispossessed in Jamaica. And finally, this is a big one for me because I honestly did not know, growing up in the 1990s, Mr. Siaga left it at 439. I did not know that I would live to be in a country with the murder rate cut by 44%. It is the government of Andrew Michael Holness who do that on behalf of the Jamaican people. So it is very clear to me, labor rights, and when you look at the entire picture, poverty rate, unemployment rate, murder rate, the country, the beautiful island of Jamaica is no doubt better under the government of the Jamaica Labour Party. And finally, labor rights. The Jamaica Labour Party believes in governing the country with a conscience. So what I just talk about, you can regard as a thing them call the macroeconomics. The numbers trending in the right direction. Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party believe in governing this country in a way that will look out for poor people in Jamaica. That's why in COVID-19 you had the care packages. That's why we cut income tax more than twice. That's why you have a thing that Perner will tell you about, the Solidarity Program. And that's why you have a thing called the reverse income tax credit. Because we are not just satisfied with the quote-unquote macroeconomics. We are confident and we have a conviction and we believe that a good management of the country means putting money into the pockets of poor people in Jamaica. It is clear to me, labor rights, that the Jamaica Labour Party is the best choice to move Jamaica forward. So I want to implore you, West Kingston, to organize, and ensure that whenever the Prime Minister and Jamaica Labour Party leader calls a general election, the third term is secure for the government of Andrew Michael Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party. Show a labor rights!
Labor rights, you have heard more and more and more, and we still have more for you to hear. So, we are now going to go back to the upper house. And to the upper house we go. To the leader of government business in the upper house, I speak of none other than someone with also a serious lineage in the Jamaica Labour Party, a bloodline in the Jamaica Labour Party, Senator the Honorable Kamina Johnson Smith.
Shout, 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 shout.
Jamaica Labour Party.
Shout, 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 shout.
Yes, so prosperity start.
Show labor rights. Good evening, West Kingston. Good evening, Central Kingston. The good people of West Kingston. You know, the work that the Prime Minister gives me usually has me traveling or in the Senate, so I don't get a chance to come to the festive meetings like the one that you're having here this evening. So I want to thank my big brother and my cabinet colleague and the best local government minister in the history of Jamaica for the invitation. I feel really honored to be here with you, Labour Rights. I want to talk to you this evening, and I want to ask you if I can not only talk to you, but I can talk to the wider Jamaica. I feel like when we're talking about the election, we're talking about the future of the whole of Jamaica. So we need to talk to the GLP, the PNP, and the NOP, because even some of the PNP don't really like Markichi, you know, so we have to talk to them too. Yeah. It's kind of like that. So we are working because we choose Jamaica. We want to work for the whole of Jamaica. So tonight, when I'm talking to you who know that you're going to vote and you know who you're voting for, yes, I want to talk to the people who, some of them, they don't even know if they're going to vote yet. So I want to ask you to give me that space tonight. West Kingston. All right. So when I look at these things, right, I kind of say, if you have people promising you things, people telling you they want to do something for you, what you use to take no if you're going to believe them? How do you decide if what they're telling you sound like it's true? You look at the record. What have they done? What have they done before, right? And I think in politics, it's just like that as well. So I want to ask you that when such man come and say, the time has come for you to vote for this party to give you a better life, I want you to say, but what have you really done before that should make me believe you? Why should I believe that any time has come for anything? And when you ask that, there are a few things that I want you to ask about. And some of them have been touched on earlier tonight. I want you to ask them, what did they do about the murder rate? Senator Fitzhenley just touched on it. Between 1989, when the Labour Party lost government, and 2007, when we took it back, you know, murderers went from over 400 to over 1,500. That it was under the PNP that Jamaica started to be known as the murder capital of the world. That's not me, so you know. That's the reality. That's the facts. And they can't run from it. So you must ask them, why should we believe that you would do better or you can do better than Andrew Michael Holness government that has murders down by 44%? I don't know what they're going to answer because there is no good answer. So I have something else that I want you to ask them about. Yes, thank you. I want you to ask them, what did they do about the economy? Because, you know, the Prime Minister has been telling us and explaining that the economy has to do good. Yes. It has to do well for everybody to do well. So we understand that, right? Now, in the 1990s and the 2000s, when the world was in boom, when everybody in the Caribbean was growing,
What did we have? We had irresponsible and reckless policies that created the most destructive financial crisis that this country has ever seen. And do you know who benefited from FinSac? Because that is the name of the crisis. You know who benefited from crisis? Investment houses, including the one run by the 2 billionaires that want to stand up on the platform and tell you that them know how to manage this country with them Tapanaris friends, the ones that want to tell you that them money don't neck. I mean, what could go so? What could really go so? That is how they make their money, and then they come and want to tell you that you must vote for them. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to ask you to ask them what they did about the debt. And Senator Golden Campbell was telling you about the debt earlier. And we know you understand what happens when you owe and you have to manage everything. You can't fix the roads, you can't fix hospital, you can't fix police station, you can't fix school if all you do is owe money. So you have to pay it down. But guess what? Under them, they just made the debt rise and rise and rise. And when Audley Manayard Shaw was telling them, listen, hold on, you can do this differently. You can get low interest rate from the multilaterals. Them laughed the man to scorn. They would not change course. That is not a government that listens. That is not a government that tries to find the best solution. That is a government that ran this country into the ground. And it is the Andrew Michael Holness-led administration that has cut that debt into almost half, so that now we are able to fix the roads and put water in the pipes and lay pipe and fix hospitals, build hospitals, fix health centers, make sure that the water is in communities that have never had before. All of these things are being done because the Andrew Michael Holness-led government understands how to manage an economy and how to manage debt. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot that I can ask you about what they do differently. But before I go, I want to mention one. Actually, I have two more. I want you to ask them how you stay with the tax policy business. What did you do about taxes? Because I know that every year under the PNP, around February, March, everybody gets stressed out trying to figure what taxes are they going to come with now. And it's not a big man thing, because if it's not patty and handcart, them taxing something else. So we know that this is a serious thing. Jamaicans, I want you to remember that between 2012 and 2015 is $50 billion of taxes that the PNP government laid on the Jamaican people. $50 billion of taxes. I think people don't even remember. And guess what? The PNP doesn't want you to remember. They want you to think that the fact that under the Andrew Michael Holness-led government, the fact that there has been no new taxes for the whole 9 years that we have been in government, that is not a big deal. But let me tell you, Jamaica is a very big deal. A very big deal. It means you can plan your household budget. It means business can plan their business budget, and people can grow and expand. And that's very important. And there's one last thing I want you to ask them about. When they start to tell you, I don't know if you hear them talking about this thing about democracy and saying that the Prime Minister is moving us away from democracy and we must be afraid. That is so not true. We are the most democratic government. And not only are we the most democratic government, they should not be able to open their mouth to talk about democracy. And why is that? Why is that? I see some people laughing because they know the answer. There is one government, one political party in this country that has ever locked up members of the opposition for their political beliefs. And who is that? That is the PNP. There is one political party that had a whole committee that was established to make sure that people who work in the public sector carry their membership card. Who is that? That is the PNP. There is only one political party who say that they must run with it to win the election and then they will correct it after. Who is that party? That is the PNP. And it's one political party that made it their policy to try to fill up the civic organizations and the community organizations with their people so that they can carry their political line and they can get more state benefits. You remember when they showed the Asamba, when they catch Asamba on the video saying that we have it on tape. Exactly. This is not anybody making things up. This is the reality. This is the reality. So when we set up our systems now, our independent systems, and they recruit people, they select people, and the PNP say they want to protest, it's not necessarily because those people are laborites, but it's that they can't control them. They're just fair and they're balanced, and they always want to try to find a way in so that can make things work for them. And that is something that is very, very, a very big concern. And in fact, Jamaicans, I want to ask you, if they are like that in opposition, what would they be like in government? Yes. No, sir. They are not ready to lead a country. They are not ready to lead. So I want you, when you're talking to people in other constituencies, people who may not have made up their minds, because I know people of West Kingston, you're going to go out on a boat with Minister Mackenzie and you're going to talk to people. I want you to have them ask the questions if they don't make up their mind. Because when you compare the record of the PNP to the record of the Andrew Michael Holness-led Jamaica Labour Party, the choice is clear. And we always choose Jamaica. We will always choose you. And so we want you to choose the Jamaica Labour Party. Thank you for listening to me, ladies and gentlemen. I love you.
Labor rights. You hear it when people tell you who they are, believe them and believe them the first time. We hear about those who mash up things, but we know those who build things, and that's the Jamaica Labour Party government. Labor rights. We are now going down to Southeast Clarendon. We are going to hear from the man himself, who leads the Ministry of Labor and Social Security, the Honorable Colonel Charles Jr., another person with the lineage to the Labour Party. The bloodline is assured. Labor rights all. The Honorable Colonel Charles Jr.
Oh, labor rights. Well, it's so good to be here. Listening to everyone, looking out in the crowd, I'm getting tingling and goosebumps. Labor rights don't look good. Let me acknowledge the Almighty God who gives us the strength to be here first and foremost. And we give thanks to all of the colleagues on the platform. Thank you, Minister Desmond Mackenzie, Deputy Leader, for the invitation to be here. We want to get straight into it. Because I'm here today bringing greetings from the great constituency of Southeast Clarendon. A constituency that shares with you, West Kingston, Alexander Bustamante. A constituency that also shares with you, Hugh Shearer, who represented both West Kingston and Southeast Clarendon. So we are tied together. And I want to tell you this. I'm here today to warn and to inform. And let me tell you something. A couple years ago, when I was working as an attorney in both America and Jamaica, I was in my office and I used to have two phones. One was the phone, was my US number. And my US clients used to call me on my. So when the US clients call me, I say, hey, hello, what's up? And this phone was my Jamaican phone. And when the Jamaican client called me, I say, hello, yes. Well, go on. So one day I was sitting out in my office in Florida. And my US phone ring. But it was with a number. That was a funny number. And if you remember, 10 years ago, the scammer them used to call you in the States from some funny number. So I never answered the phone. And the number called me and called me and called me. And Mr. Mackenzie called me and tell me, say, let me just answer the phone. So again, it's my US number. So how me answer it? Hello, what's up? So him no know says a Jamaican I'm talking to. And I hear the best twang when me ever hear for a long time. Hello, sir. I'm calling to tell you that you won a Mercedes-Benz. And for you to get the Mercedes-Benz, you only have to do a few things, sir. Number one, you've got to give us your information, tell us who you are so we can know how to get to you. And you just have to give us a little bits of money, and then you will get your Mercedes-Benz. So I decide, say, we go play along. Eh? So I say, tell me what I got to do, man. Tell me what I got to do to get this Mercedes. Because I really want this Mercedes, man. And the man said, just give me your name first, sir. Because we got your number. Give me your name. So I say, all right. I spell it LOTTOSCAMMER. He said, what? I said, LOTTOSCAMMER. He said, Lotto scammer, boy. I'm going to say, you never know, says, I hear talk to you, think me an idiot. Oh, you try fool. The man cost me some wara the night. I never said to myself, say, how him bright so? You try to scam me. And when me catch you, you are cost me. Auntie Babsy, I saw the political scammer them stay. I saw the political scammer them stay. Them good. When them done with you, they will make you think so you win a Mercedes. But if you don't have the information to know, say a scam them come to scam you, you will get catch. So how do you know who is a political scammer? Well, let me tell you three things. And I'm not going to tell you, say the whole of the PMP is full of political scammers. Because, hold on, because the PMP that I see today is not Norman Manley PMP. It's not Michael Manley PMP. Because despite the fact that we hold different ideology, me know that them man they are turning to them grave right now when they think about the PMP that is here right now. You can know a political scammer when you see them start to promise you things that you know them cannot deliver. And when you listen to the PMP today, Lord of mercy, you have to put your hand on your head and say, what you are talking about? You not even know how you are going to fund what you're saying, much less know the truth of what you're saying. Political scammer. You can tell a political scammer because they try to attack your credibility. That man want to tell me, say me an idiot because me catch him. And when I listen in Parliament and watch the People's National Party representatives listening to the Governor General talk about how good Jamaica is doing, Jamaica's unemployment is down. Murder is down. Debt is down. Minimum wage up. And when the whole of we are clap, them cannot clap. My gosh. Them vets. When Jamaica doing well. This is not Norman Manley party. Because I'm telling you, if Norman Manley was in that parliament with his cousin Buster Manty and talking about Jamaica, both of them would be doing this. Because they had the best interest of the people. Beware of the political scammers. I'm going to tell you something else. Political scammers disappear when you call them out and they have to account. The last time Desmond McKenzie invited me to West Kingston, he said to me, Pernell, behave yourself. I said, I'm trying, Uncle Desmond, I'm trying my best. But that was the time when I had to call such man Mr. 1 foot in and 1 foot out. And I asked some questions then. How is it that you could be leading a party in Jamaica? You tell the country that you are a Jamaican citizen. And then we find out that you're also a UK citizen. No problem. No problem. Tell me how you are a UK citizen and you go tell us, say you get UK visa in your Jamaican passport after we are not idiot. And which citizen need visa? Political scammer. Hold on. And if you good enough to be a UK citizen and get a UK visa in your Jamaica, let us say you have the power to do that. Or who you collaborate with and conspire with to get that in your passport. Political scammer. Political scammers do not like people who are informed. They don't want you to know because they can not fool you if you know what's going on. That's why the man cost me some wara when he find out say me a Jamaican and them can't fool me. And that is what the PMP tried to do to us. When the People's National Party said to Jamaica that 1.5 cannot work, they went on the platform. I remember it like it is yesterday. They said, if the Jamaica Labour Party gets in and puts in that 1.5, it's going to break up the government and mash down the economy. Don't vote for the JLP. 1.5 cannot work. After 1.5 work, me live to see the same political scammer get up on a stage and say, I will give you more than 1.5. My God.
God, when are them there? Me a tell you say the shell of them there. Plus couple who will sell a girl there.
You worse than the man with that try to scam me on the phone. I'm going to tell you something before I sit down. In 2016, when the Most Honorable Dr. Andrew Holness asked me to serve as the Minister of State in the Ministry of National Security. Months before that, I was serving as the deputy to Derek Smith in the opposition, in the same position. I had given a speech, Minister Grange, about the future of Jamaica. I'll never forget it. And in that speech, 10 years ago, I spoke on behalf of all young people about a Jamaica where crime will be trending down. A Jamaica where we can use our own money to take care of our own people. A Jamaica where more people will be working, where our children will be safer, where we can see that Jamaica is developing stronger with roads and water and light, and everything won't be perfect, But we will know that a youngster coming out of university can say to themselves, I can live here, I can be employed here and take care of my children. I don't have to run overseas. That is the Jamaica 10 years ago that I wanted for 10 years in the front. I am so proud to be a member of this Jamaica Labour Party led by Andrew Holness, where I can say to you that the Jamaica today is the Jamaica that we spoke about 10 years ago, where we can see 44, let me tell you something, this is not just numbers, 44% reduction is a whole heap of lives, picnic, boy and girl, who still have them father. When we talk about unemployment going down, I know there's no little number of people who can send them picnic to school, buy food for them picnic because them out there work. This is what we spoke about. And there's more to come. Because the future of Jamaica from today going forward is a Jamaica where we're even more stronger. Where we have digital efficiency and productivity and all of the big name them. Investors keep on coming in. Tourism continues to grow. And where, importantly, your government is not only better with economy, but is compassionate and taking care of you who need the help. I can tell you as I close that this government is a government that cares. As Minister of Labour and Social Security, I can tell you, the Rebuild Jamaica, $1 billion to help us after the hurricane. And now, the Prime Minister has said to me, Minister, solidarity, hey, solidarity for the people them. 20,000 Jamaicans. Well, no, 50, how am I talking about? 50,000 Jamaicans will get $20,000. And more importantly, it's not just the money. Because when the JLP does something, it's not just a handout. It's a lift up. Am I right? Say shower labor rights. I can feel Uncle Desmond pulling me now. So I soon go down. Let me tell you this. In addition to whatever cash the government can give to you, the government is saying that's going to bring you in. But we're not just going to put cash alone in your pocket. We're going to give you skills. We're going to give you a job. We're going to register you for PART. We're going to register you for social pension. We're going to register you for the NIS. We're going to make sure that you can stand up on your own 2 feet, because the Jamaica Labour Party principle is not just handout, it's lift up. That's the Jamaica we want. That's the Jamaica today. Imagine the Jamaica tomorrow under this type of leadership. Don't just choose Jamaica. Secure Jamaica. Secure Jamaica. Supervisors, captains, runners, indoor, outdoor. Every single one of us have to secure Jamaica in order for them to choose Jamaica. Get up! Get out! Find the people. Talk to the people. Solve the problems. Get back with who you don't get back. If you have 2 men, make sure everybody talking good. What me say? If you don't talk to your sister for a long time, pick up the phone and call her. We have to secure Jamaica so that the people can choose Jamaica. And it is left for you, the workers of the party, to do so. I thank you so much. One love and greetings again from the great Southeast Clarendon.
Labor rights, we hear it again. All the reasons why we ought to choose Jamaica. The Jamaica Labour Party government is about making sure that we offer a hand up, not a handout. It's about allowing persons to stand on their own 2 feet and be independent individuals. So at this point, we are in West Kingston. And we're in West Kingston, and we are being hosted by the man himself, the deputy leader of the Jamaica Labour Party, the deputy leader in charge of Area Council 1, the member of parliament for West Kingston, the minister of local government and community development, the Honorable Desmond Mackenzie. Labour rights, let me hear it for the Honorable
into West Kingston to feel the spirit of the Jamaica Labour Party. Tonight we are here with another meeting of our area council. And if you notice tonight, because of the depth of leadership that this party possesses amongst our women, that we have 4 outstanding female leaders of the Jamaica Labour Party on this platform tonight. And every one of them so far, and I know that when minister come, she will follow. They have spoken about the goodness of the Jamaica Labour Party under the leadership of Dr. Andrew Michael Holness. They're not here to quarrel. They're not here to tell lies. But West Kingston, we grew up knowing one thing. One thing we were taught by the late Edward Siaga. The hotter the battle, the sweeter the victory.
Shout, 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 shout.
And we are at the forefront of promoting and spreading the gospel of the Jamaica Labour Party. We must tell the world, not only here in Jamaica, spread the gospel across the world, why we choose to support the Jamaica Labour Party the way we do. And I hear my colleagues talking about what they're telling the country. When they say time come for what? Time come to roll back the progress that we've been making? What is it time come for? Well, let me tell you this. And I'm talking to all the labor rights in Area Council 1. When we come to these meetings, we don't come to the meetings just to jump and drink. We come to listen. We come to get the message so that when we go back into our communities, we can talk about the goodness of Dr. Andrew Michael Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party. Right here in Fletcher's Land as I speak, Spark program is evident on our main roads. Right across the road is the Desmond Mackenzie Transitional Center built by the Jamaica Labour Party. This is a party of performance. This is a government that is committed to the poor. We care about the poor. And I hear an argument that they have. They bring up back them tune about we are blood and fire. They're right. Because evening tide warm was the blood and the fire. They talk about blood. Green Bay was the blood. But we labor rights are not going to allow any tune, any mouth, any little foo-foo argument to draw us in our corner. This party knows where we are going. This party knows what we are all about. This party knows what we want for the future of Jamaica. And we are confident in the Jamaica Labour Party that under Andrew Holness, we are the right choice to continue to lead Jamaica. Anybody else take it? Taking us back to the days of dinosaurs. That is what they're all about. Nothing new, nothing positive to say to the Jamaican people. If you vote for us, this is what we're going to do. And man coming to tell you, every day they will give us something new. Every day something else they're giving away. Tell us where the money is going to come from. Tell us how you intend to finance these programs. Talk to us. Some of them say we don't, but it's all right. We don't, but we have understanding. Talk to us as a country. You out there running up and down on platform and trying to find issues to talk about. Tell us, how are you going to do better than we are doing in the reduction of crime in this country? Tell them, tell the country, how you're going to do better than me as minister of local government. Tell me what is it you have in stock for the Jamaica Fire Brigade. It was under our government that the people who work at the National Solid Waste Management Authority, we gave them respectability. We made them into well-thinking Jamaicans. It was under caring government of Andrew Michael Holness, not under them. The only thing that they can beat the chest on at solid waste is the amount of fire and the billions of dollars that they spend with them Tapanari's friends them. This government has done enough. We're not saying that we're perfect. The greatest countries in the world, government at times buck them to and will make mistakes. But what we have done since COVID, there has been no Jamaican that have lost their job as a public servant in COVID. None. And your party, with your prime minister, steer the ship through rough waters, infested waters. And now we set our sail on the non-performers, the people who have nothing to show. They can't tell you, they can't reel out anything that they have done. And if you go back to 1944, come down to 1962, everything that is positive and progressive in this country has been done by the Jamaica Labour Party. And it is these same set of people, when they wanted to take Jamaica down the road deep into socialism, and when the Jamaican people start to say, no, this is not the politics that we want, the great Joshua stood on the platform and them said, listen, I am going to walk hand in hand with Fidel Castro to the mountaintop. And hear me, those of you who don't want to come, there are 5 flights a day to Miami. Take it and leave. Thousands of Jamaicans accepted, migrated, and this country suffered a severe drain on its human resources. It's under this government we're building back, and you want to return this country to a set of bulldozer wrecker, to a set of people who don't know what it is to build. They only know what it is to tear down and to destroy. Well, labor rights, the only answer them have to the problem is attack Andrew Holness. They're attacking his credibility. Well, let me tell you something. Every platform that I go upon, I go and say the same thing. The Jamaica Labour Party, we're not going to sit down, stand up, lie down, jump, run. We're not going to allow the PNP to attack Andrew Holness and get away with it. We're going to push back at the hypocrites them. And they know, man to man, leader for leader. There is no comparison. Accept your weaknesses, man. If they were attractive as they making it out to be, why so much of them are run, jump the ship, and accompany safe landing? But labor rights with all of that, we can't become complacent. There's a lot of work for us to do. To go out there in the hills and the valleys. Ensure that we do the things that are necessary. And don't just talk, say, we win already. Nice, don't win elections. Telling Andrew Holness how much you love him, don't win election. Telling me that me are one Desmond and one Babsy, don't win elections. Elections are won when you put the ballot in the ballot box. And we are at a crossroads in this country. And we must never allow anybody to turn us back. Never allow anybody to turn us back. Because this party has brought respect to this country. In the week coming up, our leader and prime minister will assume the chairmanship of CARICOM. What an outstanding achievement. And Jamaica will host the heads of government conference in Montego Bay. A lot of people is coming to Jamaica because they hear about the transformation of Jamaica and they want a part of it. And we must ensure that we allow brand Jamaica. Brand Jamaica. The IMF, again, is recommending to countries, look at the Jamaican economy. Look at us. Look at what Andrew Holness has done. Look at what all of us has. We have a minister of foreign affairs. When she walks in the room, the world listens to her because she comes with substance. Young Charles, Siv Wright, Fitzhenley, Morgan, Donovan, the entire Jamaica Labour Party. So tonight, Babsy Grange and myself used to live on Bond Street. We grew up in West Kingston. And our opportunity came about when the most honorable Edward Seaga came to this constituency. He opened his arms and he welcomed us. He never made any promises to the people of West Kingston. He understood the needs of the people of West Kingston and committed himself. You know, when I hear the talk about Edward Seaga and talk about who is loyal and who born here and who don't born here, Mr. Seaga wasn't born here. But when he came to Jamaica and he committed himself, what he did, he walked into the U.S. Embassy and said to them, here, I come to surrender my right to be called an American. My God. And look upon them, how them demonize him. But yet man have all 5 passports. Up until now, we don't know exactly where he's from. I know where Andrew Holness come from. I know where Babsy Grange come from. I know where all of us on this platform come from. And so tonight, it's my pleasure to bring to the microphone the minister, and I will not try to call the various portfolios, but I will say the minister with responsibility for just about everything that touches the lives of Jamaican, including our women. A daughter of West Kingston. Let's welcome colleague from Central St. Catherine, Babsy Olivia Grange.
Babsy Grange never born in a lace wig. Who say Babsy Grange now? Win way up bright on your face, they will not down the place them. JLP, them a go for everything. Babsy there for your case. If you know what your careless, St. Catherine bell a ring like playlist. Babsy a for your seat, so go claim it. Babsy free up entertainment, them a wait like a waitress. The party of confidence.
Labor rights, my brothers and sisters of West Kingston, it is really a pleasure for me to be here tonight. And as Desmond said, the goodness of God, I want to hear all of you stand up and sing it, the chorus. All of you. Because in West Kingston, we know what it is to sing and pray. Right, Desmond? And so, I come after him, I go and calm you down. And have a little reasoning with you. We have had 9 years of good government. Don't it? 9 years of good government. It took Andrew Holness 9 years to carry us through rebuilding this country. We took this country. You know, every time Jamaica wants to progress, Jamaicans choose the Jamaica Labour Party. And after 18 years of government of the People's National Party, we had to come back and rebuild the economy. And while the 9 years we have been in, we had COVID, we had all kind of things happening. And in spite of that, under Andrew Holness, we stabilized this country. We rebuilt this government. We rebuilt the country. And no taxes were put on the people. No new taxes. And so I want to say to all of you tonight, labor rights, that the Jamaica Labour Party is the party that thinks about Jamaica, cares about Jamaica, and takes care of Jamaica. The People's National Party, they're trying to take government. But you know what some PMP said to me? Them come whisper in my ears and them say, we don't want them win. Serious thing. They don't want their own party to win because they recognize that the Jamaica Labour Party under Andrew Holness is the best party for Jamaica. I'm going to tell you some of the things that we have done. I have a list here. It's a long list. But the Solidarity Program, for example, that has been introduced. Have you ever heard Jamaicans, ordinary Jamaicans, getting $20,000 and being assisted to be a part of the system so they can continue to benefit? Has that ever happened? When you think of the HEART program and your children being able to go and get a skill and get training for free, that has ever happened? When you look at the country and the infrastructure that is being put in place, people come here from abroad, Jamaicans, and them say when them come to Jamaica now, and them drive on the highway, them think them they're foreign. Eh? And even the areas that I cover, women who used to be abused and had no protection, we have been able to provide shelters for them so they don't have to stay in an abusive relationship. We have 2 shelters. We have a 3rd shelter being built and will soon be open. And at that shelter that we're building, we're going to have a facility where when they have come out of the abusive situation and we have stabilized them, we have given them some training, they can move into a place where they can stay until they are able to get back on their feet. That's transformational. There are women who used to suffer from domestic violence. Man draw a gun upon them. Man use gun to lick them. Man beat them up. Man do all kind of things to them. And there was no restraining order. And even when there was restraining order, it was limited. We have expanded that so that me, Minister Johnson Smith, and persons from other organizations can go to court and get a restraining order so the man can come to your yard and continue to abuse you. The Jamaica Labour Party cares about you. And we are going to ensure that in the 3rd term, all who never benefit now are going to benefit then. We can't turn back now. Can we? We cannot turn back now. No way we're going to turn back. The corporate area, for example, many years the PMP controlled the corporate area. And the conditions that exist in the corporate area today, we inherit it. And it has taken us time to rebuild. So any little inconvenience you're experiencing now is what we inherited. The third term, we're going to fix everything. We start fixing it. But the third term, we're going to finish the work. So we can't be comfortable and say, okay, we're not going to fight for the third term. We have to fight for it. I'm going to tell you something. When I was growing up in West Kingston, PNP, there was a PNP headquarters, West Kingston headquarters, across the road on Bond Street. Me live down the bottom, Desmond live up the top. You see, anytime PNP have their meeting, my grandmother used to say to me, go under the bed because they might go stone my house. The People's National Party is an organization that has been very violent. They discriminate, they intimidate, they lock you up. I am living example. Them lock me up for nothing. All because they wanted to weaken the West Kingston organization. During the state of emergency, they call an election. Mr. Seaga had his grip pack. We call it grip. In backpack because he expected to be locked up too. But them know if them did lock him up, West Kingston wouldn't sit down and take it. But I want to tell you those days, the experiences that we had wasn't easy. We had to, when you go to the supermarket, food ration. Who in here remember? The older folks remember. Them marry sanitary napkin with flour. Eh? Put up your hand if you remember those days. We're not going back there. All the young people who don't know, the People's National Party is not a good party for Jamaica. The Jamaica Labour Party, Jamaicans always choose the Jamaica Labour Party when they want a good government. And that is why we are saying to you, choose Jamaica. Choose the Jamaica Labour Party. Because that will guarantee a good future for you and your children. I'm going to tell you a little story. Them talking about Mr. Seaga. Say Mr. Seaga was a foreigner. Eh? You remember how they used to cuss him about that? Mr. Seaga was born in the United States in the Salvation Army Hospital. His parents were traveling and his mother taking for have baby. And them stop at the Salvation Army Hospital. That is where he was born. He was born as a humble human being. And when Jamaica got its independence, he decided he's going to go to the embassy and say, look, I'm giving up my U.S. citizenship because I am a Jamaican. Nobody never force him. Him never hide it. Him go and him say, I choose Jamaica. So when we as labor rights say tonight, and during our campaign, that we choose Jamaica. From that time, Siaga say, him choose Jamaica. And every Labourite was saying, we choose Jamaica. Jamaica first, Jamaica second, Jamaica third, and you could have count down. Anyhow you count down, we choose Jamaica. So now, Labourites, I'm going to leave you with a charge. Remember, it's the ballot in the box that counts. The ballot in the box that counts. Every one of you in here can influence people to vote. You hear the song? It said, me and my neighbor. Now you and your neighbor going to vote for Labour. And when I say neighbor, I not just mean the person who lives next door to you. You're going to go out street and lane and you're going to make sure the person don't have to be a Labourite to vote for Jamaica, you know. Because there are those people who on the fence. There are those people who not sure what they want to do. Well, what you're going to have to do is to help those people to choose Jamaica. And in choosing Jamaica, they will choose the Jamaica Labour Party. And we are a God-fearing party, you know. Before I end, I'm going to ask that them line up the music, can't even walk without holding your hand. Because we are going to have to make sure that with love in our heart and a commitment to Jamaica and a commitment to the Jamaica Labour Party, that we will make sure that the Jamaica Labour Party gets the third term. Good prevails over evil every time. Good prevails over evil. Sometimes when I hear the lies them telling, I say I go and build a rhythm upon them. Them lie, them lie, them lie. Them lie, them lie, them lie. And so, tonight, my West Kingston brothers and sisters, my Central Kingston people, and the corporate area, Labourites who are here tonight, and all those who are listening, remember, the Jamaica Labour Party is a party that Jamaica can depend on. We're not sell out Jamaica. We're not in it for the likes. But because we love the people of Jamaica. We're not in it because of our power. We're in it because we love the people of Jamaica and we want the best for the people of Jamaica. And so I want you all to stand up. I want you to hold each other. He's from a humble beginning. Right there in Spanish Town. He's committed to serve you because he's from you, the people. We love him and we care about him and we have every confidence in him and we know God will guide us and take us through and we will get the third term. God bless you all.
Thank you, Jesus.
Let me hear your voices.
Thank you, Jesus.
Without you home.
Let's have a big hand for Babs Grange Labourites. North Central St. Andrew, look out, we're coming to you next. So labor rights, we have had a great evening. Have a great evening. And let us close now with the playing of the party's anthem.
Equal rights and justice is our everlasting song. Unity and progress will make our nation strong. Stand up for your rights when you hear the bell. Stand up for justice, hear the freedom bell. Remember Bustamante, he served you well. Stand up, Jamaicans, when you hear the bell.
Want to say thank you to the media houses that were present. We want to thank the Jamaica Constabulary Force. We want to thank you, the labor rights, for taking the time to celebrate with us and to listen to the achievements. We wish you a safe travels home.
Happen overnight. Still we laid the foundation to make the future right. We